Well, Joe, so just fired up for your project and what it brings to everybody. And I'm just so fortunate and humbled to have you guys on our board for V.E.T.S Mobile, and I think there's some exciting things to come.
Absolutely, yeah.
For everybody. And
thanks for having me on board. Thanks for all of your effort, Tim and Steve, for the work that you do. I know it takes time and energy, and I appreciate the fact that you focused and you drill down and you see a mission in what you're doing, and I'm happy to support you in however way I can.
What's the latest evolution in using the temple massager?
When you're rubbing the skin, on your temple, it can build a little friction. It can kind of irritate your skin a little bit. So with somebody you connected me through, CB's roll-ups, which I have one right here. This is the newest addition to the product line. Oops, fumble, to temple massagers. So CB's is called CB's because of the person, Carolyn, who developed this product, is in honor of her grandfather, who was a Navy CB in the South Pacific in World War II. And I love that because that's in line with honor of service, yet again. And so she made this roll-up that fits up in the handle of the temple massager. And then I had her add a custom blend of arnica, which is a natural pain reliever. And I had her add St. John's wort, because that's anti-inflammatory. And as it turns out, it also helps with fine wrinkles on your skin. So if you're worried about your wrinkles, so basically you take this roll-up and you roll it up and you put a little on your temple and a little on your jaw. And then you take the temple massager and it just glides. It breaks the friction. It glides beautifully, getting a natural painkiller, anti-inflammatory, and it just helps tremendously. It feels good and it glides. This is a huge new addition that we're adding to the temple massager value at no extra cost. I'm not upping my price. We're including this as part of your purchase on the temple massager. And so CB's roll-ups is a great new partner of ours. I'm really happy about that. So Michael, I want to answer your question. This is not easy. I'm not going to candy coat this, man. Innovation, you got to be innovative. So that's a very tough task to get a patent on anything. I don't care what it is, okay? I got a patent. Here's a patent number right there. So that's hurdle one, or what I like to call mountain range one. So you got 100 guys and you're going over a mountain range, you get a patent. It's mount, get a patent. Only 20 of you are going to survive that trek. Well, guess what? Your patent looks good on your wall. It's not going to do anything for you. You have to go through another mountain range, and that's called bring it to the market. So what does that mean? That means you got to show the people of the world and your country where you live that this has a spot for a current unmet need. In other words, people have to find benefit in this, or it's not going to get sold. Nobody's going to buy something they don't need. So you have to get it to the market. That's the second task, if you will. That has, historically speaking, statistically speaking, an 80% failure rate of all new business within 2 to 5 years. 80% failure rate. So you got 20% minus 80%. What does that leave you? 5%? I never was good at math. So
that's me.
Effectively, you got like a 5% chance of bringing something to the market that's never been done before. We're doing it. Not only are we doing it, we started by giving it away to service members, veterans, and first responders. And if it's going to be medical, you got the third mountain range you got to go through. And that's called clinical observations of efficacy. Medical observations of efficacy. That has to be done by a licensed researcher, PhD in a medical field. And we're doing that. We're getting through mountain range 3. And I've got some breaking news, by the way. I have a brand new relationship with the Beacon Institute in Virginia. They've been around 10 years. They're a nonprofit. They work with veterans, service members, and first responders that are dealing with anxiety, PTSD, the whole assortment of comorbidities of the headache and the TMD. And we are now partnered with them. And they're going to start collecting data on this device. Within 2 weeks, they're going to do, I think, a 3 to 6 month long observation collecting data with a licensed psychiatric nurse overwatching the data collection. And they're highly motivated. They got the devices. I gave them 10. And they're highly motivated after they tried it. The director, Sharon, she called me just the other day and she says, Joe, I had to give your product a test. I read everything that you sent me, but I got to know, I got to see it. And I said, well, I encourage you to do that. And she said, after my work day, I used your device in our designated quiet room because sometimes people just need a quiet space. And we've got running water sound and lights are low and it's a calm room, right? She said, I used your device at about 6 or 7 o'clock, and then I woke up at 10:30 at night.
Nice.
I went home, and then I went to bed, and I slept soundly. And she says, I love your device. I think it's going to be a big help. They're actively recruiting now through their website and their whole procedure, and they're going to combine this device with their clinical treatment and therapy as a take-home. So again, you're taking this home. The veteran, the service member taking this home, and they're going to use it at will when they feel they need to. So it's an as is needed thing that they got in their hand. And so that's breaking news. That just happened. I'm really proud and honored to be working with those people. They're legitimate. They're a nonprofit.
Awesome.
Thank you for joining us in the Barracks. To learn more about our hosts, guests, and how to support V.E.T.S Mobile Dental Unit, visit www.inthebarracks.org.